Hello, everybody, and happy new moon. I am filming this reading for the collective on the 10th of Feb on the new moon. The moon is in Aquarius where I am. It may be in Capricorn, I think, if you're in the northern hemisphere, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But for me, it is in Aquarius, and we are still in Aquarius season, if I'm not mistaken. So the energies are charged with Aquarius energy, I feel like. And I will be doing this reading, which is with regards to what you should do. So if this reading found you, there may be messages that can help give you some guidance. I hope there will be messages that resonate. And yeah, I set intention. I'll set intention again now that all the messages are accurate and helpful for everyone watching. Okay, so for what you should do, what you should say no to, let's get a card for what you should say no to. Okay, so this one, how did she fall? Oh, I don't know if that's a bit too much spinning on my part. Okay, I think upright is okay. So we have the Lovers for what you should say no to. Major choices is a keyword there. Then I also just saw now indecision. So I think maybe the universe is saying you should say no to any like indecisive feelings that are like not 100% yes with regards to romantic or even platonic relationships. If you are feeling like you can't 100% say yes to it, you should say no, you know? Like, you shouldn't say maybe if it's not a full body, like, and a, like, what do they call it, where it's like a enthusiastic yes. If it's not an enthusiastic yes, rather say no. And it could be, the universe could be also guiding you to just saying no to any like romantic connections that maybe the values do not align with your values, you know what I mean? If like, and also it doesn't have to actually only be for romantic, like for also friendships, if there are friends that you feel like the values do not align with your values, then yeah, the universe is saying you should be confident saying no to those friendships or romantic relationships, because you deserve relationships that align with your value system. Okay, so then now next let's get a card for the situation. So what is the situation that you're asking about? Okay, this one wanted to come out earlier as well. So Two of Swords reversed. So I think that the situation, I mean, obviously if you're needing some guidance on it, you may be feeling like you're indecisive, you're struggling to make a decision, you're indecisive, you've been putting off maybe making a big decision. But this card does also talk about lies being exposed, so like the truth coming to the surface. So I think trust in that, trust the universe that the truth will always come to the surface, and that will help you to make your decision. You can also ask the universe, sorry, you can also ask the universe for some signs, like to show you a certain color of something, or a certain animal, or numbers. You can ask the universe to show you certain numbers to help you, like to guide you in like what would be the best decision. But yeah, and then there's also throat chakra energy. So the situation could also be relating to how you express yourself. Oh, wait a minute, let me just double check that might not be the throat chakra. I think that's actually the third eye. My bad, let me just double check. Oh yeah, it is the third eye. So that's for like your intuition and what you see. So you may not be seeing things clearly, like your intuition, you may not be seeing or hearing it, feeling it like clearly, you know. But I read this this thingy the other day that was saying that if you're ever feeling like confused between like if it's your fear, like anxieties, or your intuition, that you should like just familiarize, like you should know how your body feels when it's feeling fear. Your body feels very tight, and what was the other thing, like you'll feel very, obviously you'll be feeling fear, but you'll feel very uneasy and like your body will be tense. But then when it's your intuition, it will be like clarity, like a clear mind, like, and it'll be like a knowing, you know. It's like when you just feel a knowing, and you must try tap into that, I think, through also meditation can help with the third eye blocks, breath work as well, and like breathing. So start from like your lower chakra, like from your root, from grounding, from the base of your spine, and then go work your way up, like breathe. You can, I'm sure, also find a guided one like that for you know, like go working your way up and opening your chakras so that the energy can flow freely, so that there isn't a block to your like third eye, and also maybe to focus on breathing into your heart, just to be like feeling also soothed by the love, you know, the love energy and energy from your heart. If you just breathe into that, I think that will help you a lot with the situation. But yes, anyway, let me get the third card for you. So then the third card is what you should say yes to. So let's see what you should say yes to. What should this collective say yes to regarding the situation? Almost that came out, but let me not. Okay, let me let it jump out because it just flipped over. Lovely, lovely. Okay, this one did come out on its own, and then we will check on the bottom. Okay. So I'm seeing you maybe feeling like hopeless, a bit of hopeless energy, or like lacking like in faith, and maybe also just having a block with your creativity, lacking some inspiration, and possibly feeling a bit of boredom as well. But the affirmation that is here is also the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. So I think that's a very good affirmation for you to use, also to just like, it will bring in more like signs from the universe. The universe will give you that reassurance and maybe help you to get that spark back of your creativity and inspiration, and like just even just general motivation to be going out and sharing your gifts with the world. So I think, yeah, I definitely say that, or maybe write that down. That could definitely be a beautiful thing to write down for the new moon. I think I will definitely also do that. Yeah, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. And you're worthy of your dreams and of success, and you need to, sometimes our subconscious doesn't believe that, you know, but our conscious mind maybe does, but we still got to reprogram it a little bit, you know. But yeah, and then so for the third card, for what you should be saying yes to, they want you to say yes to moving forward and moving on from maybe a particular situation, and also to being open to receiving help, receiving and accepting help from others. And even sometimes our own mind doesn't really want to accept help from our body or our heart. I think that that will be a good thing to maybe tell your body that, and even to tell your mind that you you are open to, and just also just to tell the universe, so just to speak it out there, that you are open to accepting help that is for your highest good, and help that and healing that will help you to move forward and move on from any situations that felt like they weren't enthusiastic yeses for you, maybe from your own self or from other people. If people were feeling if like it was feeling like people were giving you like maybes, you know, like they were hesitating, maybe they weren't being consistent, or even this can be talking also about a part of yourself, like if you weren't being consistent, or maybe following through, and like you weren't feeling a full yes in your own body for a certain thing. They want you to accept the healing and help to move forward from that energy, and forgive the other people, forgive yourself, and to get back out there, and share your talents with the world. Maybe even just to build on your talents. You share your talents even just by going out and breathing like into your heart and like sending out love. That is already sharing a beautiful gift with everybody that's around you. But through also going in like finding community, maybe going to a new class or some way to build your skills, that oh, this ant, but that's actually so relevant. There's ants all in my room, but also ants, like spiritually, they symbolize very much the community, which I was just talking about, how it's like they want you to move towards rejoining community and rejoining the world. And ants, they symbolize that community because of how they all work together, you know, like the ants, there will never be like there's just this one, like there's many in my room. And it's the same with us, like you are never alone. You may feel alone, like this ant may feel quite afraid right now. Let me just take him down. But yeah, you are never alone. Like here is another one now, but anyway, yeah, I hope that message resonates for you. There is always a community, even if you don't have one right now, and if maybe you're missing your old one or feeling lost, I'm sure you will find a new one, and the universe will bring you the right community that will support you in your dreams and achieving success. And it will also bring you a community that supports your values. So that is why it's so important to have high values of yourself, because then people come into your life that also value themselves and then can value you well, you know, and share their wisdom with you, and like be respectful of your boundaries and of your needs. And everyone is deserving of that. So please remind yourself of that if you're ever forgetting. But yeah, those are some beautiful messages. Yeah, let me leave the tarot there, and I'm going to get 3 cards for you from the goddesses as well. Can't wait to see what the goddesses are saying. The goddesses are so beautiful. I love them. Thank you, goddesses, for the messages you're about to give us. I know they're gonna be beautiful. Let me also just actually check for you. Oh, sorry. Just with your tarot. So it was like this, this, and this. Okay. Just to make sure that I do get all the messages across, because there may be some extra ones now that maybe some people didn't get. So let me get those across. This is the planet of Mercury. Okay, so communication. Mercury is about communication and mental things. So this card was for what you should say no to. So that could potentially also be saying that you should say no to maybe like communication, like if maybe someone who's not very healthy in your life is trying to communicate, maybe to say no to that. And then there's Gemini energy here, and then with this card there's Libra energy and the moon for the planet, which is about your feelings and instincts. And that's like with the situation. So the situation can be weighing maybe a bit heavy on your feelings. And yeah, with the blocked, like with the energy being a bit blocked, and then it's for the third eye, that could be that you've been struggling a bit with your tapping into your instincts, listening to your instincts. So I think it would be definitely a good time to focus on that, on listening to your instincts, or like trying to just tell your body you're open to like what it wants to tell you, you want to hear, you know, being patient with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And then with the card that what you should say yes to, we have Scorpio energy, which is Scorpio energy is very like passionate. So maybe you should be saying yes to your passions, you know. And then this is Mars for the planet, which is about action and energy. So maybe I think that definitely could be encouraging you to take action. Like how I was talking about maybe trying to do like a class, or just getting out there. Maybe even it's just doing something that you are passionate about, taking action on it, you know. And yeah, okay, cool. I hope that those messages resonated and brought you some reassurance and some uplifting energy. I'm sending you all the uplifting energy. You're so deserving of all of the best in this world. Okay, now for the goddesses. They are so lovely. I will also read for you. They come with like extra like a whole nice extra with their guidebook. So this is Doreen Virtue. If you're curious about the deck, Doreen Virtue has such beautiful cards, and also books. I think she also did write a few beautiful books, so I hope you can see this nicely. Put in the light. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh, we love it. Okay, so let me get some goddess cards for you. And then also the incense that I'm burning today for you guys is the moon. It's a moon incense, also because it's like for the new moon. I am also burning it for the moon. Shout out to the moon. She is our goddess. I hope that everyone's feeling like renewed, like the fresh energy of the new moon. Okay, so for the goddesses, let's see what we get. Okay, let me just put intention that all of the messages will be relevant or provide some loving guidance and reassurance to everyone watching. So let's get 3 cards from the goddesses. Please can I have 3 cards, goddesses, for the collective that is watching with regards to their situation that we were looking into. Okay, let's just look at this beautiful one. So Artemis is speaking about you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So beautiful. You are safe and spiritually protected, and so are your loved ones. That message was definitely meant to come through, but let's see which ones jump out. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Oh, Egyptian gal energy. Okay, one more. Please, goddesses, one more. Sure, the Ankh on the third eye is really saying hello to me today. I don't know if I've ever actually noticed that before, but that is so beautiful. And how we were talking about with the third eye maybe needing to be, you know, a little bit opened or focused on. So beautiful. Okay, please. One more card, goddesses. Sometimes, also if the cards take a while, so this one flipped over, but then it needs to come out nicely. If they take a while, that can also mean like that and especially that it's this one. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. Let's see this one also. Okay, we'll take past life as well. Okay, a lot of like the Egyptian goddesses are here. Wow, like a lot. Okay, I'm also gonna take this one. This is a lot of goddesses, but I feel like they all want to be here, so yes, welcome goddesses. Okay, so I'm gonna go through each of them for you. Let me just make sure you can just see everything, but I'm gonna read for you. Let me just have a sip of water. Yo, okay. Okay, so we have here Mart. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. I'll check in the book when I check her full message, but we have Mart talking about fairness, reassuring you that the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And with her card, I think it does just talk about that with regards to what fairness means. It's that like the situation will be resolved in the most peaceful way for all people, but we'll double check when I do read it for you. But yeah, and then there's also like with the white dove here and the white feathers, I definitely think that that is also confirmation of that it will be resolved in a peaceful manner, and you will feel peace. The situation will not it won't like take away your peace. Like you may have been feeling like you've been losing your peace, but your peace will come back. The situation will be resolved. And also if you see white feathers, that could be further confirmation from the universe for you. And white feathers also talk about that your angels are with you, and in this case it could also be that the goddess Mart is with you. You can call on any of these goddesses if you need like their specific energy, if you feel like you really need help with trusting in this, or maybe channeling your independence, then you call on Bast, yeah, and so forth. But yeah, okay, I will read the full length messages after I just go through them all. So then we have Bast or Bastet, and she is the goddess that she can transform into a cat, and she also is the protector of women and of cats everywhere. So if you have a cat, that can also be relevant and very beautiful. Just to reassure you that, and if you're a woman, but even if you're not a woman, the women in your life, and if you have cats in your life, they are protected. And you can also call on Bast to protect them if you're ever feeling like worried, or that you just want them to have extra protection. And then yeah, her card does also specifically speak about independence. So she is saying that your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So to maybe focus on your independence and yes, on just building that self-confidence in your independence, and how you are so capable even without support of others, but also how the tarot was also talking about that you should be open though to receiving support from others and from your community. And then the butterfly maiden, she's talking about transformation. So you're definitely in a transformational period right now. So she just says you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So just always trust that great blessings are coming towards you through this transformation. And butterflies could be obviously like further confirmation of that if you see butterflies. And for Bast, if you see cats, that can also be further confirmation for her that she's also with you, which is very beautiful. Okay, then we have Isis, and she is talking about your past life. So the situation you're facing may have to do with your past life memories, and maybe like past life situations, maybe the relationships that are trying to teach you lessons right now in your current life also were in your past life. Yeah, and for her, what would be a confirmation? She's in quite a tropical setting here. I don't know if anyone is maybe planning to go to a tropical setting or lives in a tropical area. But that could also be about your past life, like maybe your past life was in a tropical area. You see what resonates for you, but for her, I think any memories that you're having or dreams that you're having that feel like they could be from a past life, that would be obviously confirmation. Like maybe she can, and you can call on her to also help you maybe with bringing you some knowledge on your past life, and maybe on the situation that was happening in your past life that's maybe now, maybe it's reoccurring, or it's just like that your lessons are still being learned in this life now. And then over here we have Ishtar. I hope I said it right, but I will check when I read in the book. And she's talking about boundaries, okay? So she is saying that you must love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And this one, when I saw her, I knew she did need to come out as a message for you guys, because even in the tarot was saying how you need to make sure that you are saying no to like other people in your life who are maybe like demanding too much of you, too much from you, of your time and energy. And if it feels like they're also taking from your energy after you've seen them, that's not a good sign. So you should definitely practice setting your boundaries with those people, and try and just also have boundaries maybe with yourself, with maybe if you have certain things that you know don't really help you with maybe like with your healing, like if you know maybe you notice some self-sabotaging behaviors in yourself, just to maybe try and like stop yourself or have the boundaries that okay, you're not going to do this because you're now trying to heal, you know, and be better to yourself. And then yeah, through being better with your like towards yourself and setting boundaries with yourself, it will also become, I think, a bit easier to set those boundaries with others. But yeah, let me read for you now just the messages in the guidebook from these goddesses. Just make sure. Okay, 10 minutes. Oh, sorry guys, this is a bit long, but I hope the messages are just coming through. Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, so, but thank you so much for listening, to anyone that is still here and listening. I hope that these messages are bringing you peace. But yeah, okay, so let me just double check for Matt how to pronounce her name. Oh, it's pronounced Matt. Even though it's 2 A's, it's pronounced Matt. So, okay, Matt, sorry I mispronounced your name. So the goddess Matt says, let me suggest another definition for fairness. It's when all parties involved surrender their personal agendas in favor of the greater good for the entirety of the group. Okay, so it is like about everyone surrendering their personal, maybe ego agendas for the greater good and for peace. Like that is like the most peaceful resolution for the whole group that is involved. And she says this requires trust in the wisdom of the whole. When it comes to matters of disputes, the attacks are based on fears that you may not receive your share. Yet attacks amplify the hurt and pain that caused the dispute in the first place. Why not surrender your attachment to a specific outcome and instead direct your holy will toward the resolution of the argument or situation? Hold a firm vision of a peaceful outcome and let the pieces fall into place in a harmonious manner. So yes, that is so beautiful. She doesn't want you to attack at all in this situation. She wants you to Surrender your attachment to an outcome and just trust that the universe will bring a peaceful outcome for all. And then for various meanings of this card, it says a lawsuit will be resolved for anyone that is relevant for. A dispute will end harmoniously. Okay, yes. And you'll be treated fairly. Keep everyone's needs in mind during negotiations. Release guilt and shame, as these emotions can attract a punishing attack. So just try and be intentional about releasing guilt and shame. If you ever feel yourself going down thought spirals of that feel guilty or shameful, to just try and, like, with the boundaries, like, snap yourself and out of it a bit and say you're not allowing yourself to dwell on those energies. You notice them, but you let them go, and they are not a part of your narrative, you know. And then just for some more things about Maat, it says that Maat is the Egyptian goddess. I hope I'm saying it right, because it says pronounced Maat, but I feel like Maat. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But so she is the Egyptian goddess of integrity, fairness, and justice, who holds a scale that measures souls against a feather at the time of death to detect any heaviness from guilt. Maat protects us in business and personal relationships, ensuring that we are treated fairly and honorably. Call upon her before signing any contract, during a dispute, or whenever you feel guilty or remorseful. Beautiful. So you can call upon her when you are feeling those feelings of shame, or before making any of your decisions, like how the tarot was talking about you struggling with a decision. You can call upon her to help you, and definitely to help you with releasing any feelings of guilt or shame. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, moving on to Bast. Okay, so Bast, her message is, like the cat, you are fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. And then various meanings of this card. Spend time alone. Give yourself permission to play. Ask for your needs to be met. Make your own decision. Work with cats. Pay attention to your pet feline, and or get a new cat. And then about Bast. She is the Egyptian goddess that transforms into a cat each night and protects her family and those who call upon her with her all-seeing night vision. Beautiful. So she can also, I was talking about how she protects women and cats, but she protects everyone as long as you call on her. And she exhibits the cat-like traits of the feminine, which include gracefulness, independence, playfulness, and intuition. Bast also works with cat lovers to help their feline companions. She's the daughter of the sun god Ra. Oh my gosh, I just thought of such a funny thing. But I'm not going to say, because that's just not on par with this reading. Okay, so, but Bast has the rare distinction of being both a moon and sun goddess. So beautiful. I love Bast. Shit a Bast. Okay, then Butterfly Maiden, her message is, as you go through this period of change, it's natural for you to wonder if your future is safe. But Butterfly Maiden is here to assure you that you're part of nature's cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. To bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of your life to fall away. These changes are to be celebrated, not feared. Give thanks for the shedding of the old. Embrace all the lessons it brought, and then let go. Be giddy with excitement at the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you. And then various meanings of the card are, don't be concerned about endings, as they're bringing in the new for you. Also, another thing that just popped into my head is to remember that rejection is divine protection. that I heard that, I think, on another tarot reading, and it really has stuck with me because it's really true, man. Like, the universe will move away things that are not for you and will bring things that are for you. So if you're feeling like sad about loss, or like feeling like you're losing things, just know that new things will come. It must balance that, like, you lose that thing because it's not meant for you, and then what is meant for you can come in, you know. And then she's saying your prayers have been answered with this change. Let go of the old. Don't worry about these changes. They are truly for the best. And then Butterfly Maiden is I'm gonna say these things wrong, but okay, a Native American spirit who ensures that crops yield healthy and bountiful harvests. She is a springtime goddess who helps us escape from any cocoon situation that's trapping us or impeding our growth or joy. If you're feeling stuck, she's a wonderful goddess to call upon during the emerging process. She'll also guide you through life transitions and help you spread your wings. So beautiful. So you can definitely call on her to help you to spread your wings, feel confident as you're going through these changes that are maybe making you feel a bit trapped. She will help you to spread those wings. Okay, then for Isis, let me just check Isis for you. Okay, so with the past life card with Isis, the message is your roots upon this planet are strong and deep, and some of the roots have anchored you in past memories from faraway times. These roots have anchored you so deeply, in fact, that you're paralyzed when it comes to moving forward. I've called your attention to this condition so that you may unearth and uproot past memories. Sometimes you bury those memories to shield yourself from psychic pain or embarrassment, so you won't remember those awkward moments when life tested you to the maximum. Reveal those lessons to yourself now, strong sorceress or sorcerer, and move forward with the confidence that you have sage wisdom behind you. So that, I definitely think, is a message to reassure yourself that even through embarrassing moments in this life or in the past, in your past lives, they were all meant to be like bringing you more wisdom, you know, whether it's about yourself or others. They were all teaching you and testing you. Life was testing you, and I feel like that is what we come here to go through. So you don't feel any or hold any shame with regards to that. And then various meanings of this card says get a past life regression to gain insights and answers. So you could try and find someone who does past life regressions around you. And ancient fears from a past life are surfacing for you right now, or could be surfacing for you right now. And then also you could have known the person you're inquiring about in a past life, or encountered them. There could have been similar situations, or you've crossed paths in a past life. And it could also be saying that your current situation relates to a childhood issue. And then Isis, about Isis, she is an Egyptian high priestess moon goddess, and she is regarded as one of the most important ancient deities because of her many functions and her vivid history. She is simultaneously motherly and businesslike, feminine and ultra strong. Isis brought her murdered husband, Osiris, back to life, and they conceived their beloved son Horus, the falcon-headed pharaoh. Unfortunately, Osiris was murdered beyond repair after the conception, and Isis devoted her attention to raising Horus. Isis also convinced the sun god Ra to tell her his secret names that contained vibrational tones that created instant manifestations. Thus, Isis is also known as a goddess of divine magic and alchemy. You can call upon her for assistance in many areas, including help with past life memories. Wow, that is so beautiful. And also definitely, I think, to call upon her with assistance with regards to manifestations, which is definitely relevant with this new moon. That is so beautiful. Wow. Okay, next we have, I hope I can pronounce this name correct. Let me just check the pronunciation. Okay, I think they didn't put the pronunciation here, so it must be pronounced how it's spelled. So Ishtar. Ishtar talking about the boundaries. Her message is a sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping others, then you are not truly helping them, are you? You're injecting poisonous energies into the relationship and then no one benefits. 100%. Like I was saying, why you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself first so that you can, that does help others from helping yourself. Then your energy is a bit more like it's healthier and stronger, so that then when you share it with the world, you're sharing healthy, strong, and like loving energy, rather than like how they're saying here, maybe poisonous or just a bit lower, like energy that's maybe filled with a bit of like the resentment or shame or guilt. You have to release those things and replace it with the love so that you can bring positive energies. So she says, step back and reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you. So if you're struggling with your boundaries, that's also the message, is to respect your own boundaries. Whoops, that video got cut off. Okay, sorry, I was saying that. So she's saying you must step back and reassess the situation. Oh yes, so when you are respecting your own boundaries, others will see that you're doing that and they will respect them within you and also within themselves. So, and then she says that now that's healthy behavior to teach others, which it really is. It's beautiful to come with that energy. So just make sure that you're focusing on respecting your own boundaries with yourself, and then everything will fall into place easier with like others respecting your boundaries and then them also respecting their own boundaries with themselves, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. And then various meanings of this card are you're giving too much. So you may be giving away too much of yourself to certain situations. You need to become more assertive. Don't do things out of guilt or obligation. 100%. And then about Ishtar is she's been worshipped and invoked since the ancient Babylonian times as the embodiment of Venus's womanly energy. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful Ishtar. So it says that she represents the divine feminine in all of her aspects, including nurturing, mothering, sensuality, fertility, healing, protection, and wisdom. As a multidimensional goddess, Ishtar doesn't tire of helping the men and women who call upon her for assistance. Beautiful. So you can call upon Ishtar to help you with any of those areas, and especially with, obviously, if you're feeling like you need assistance with your boundaries with yourself and with others, you can call upon her. Like if even during a situation, if there's a situation where you're feeling like this person is not respecting my boundaries, just to try to take maybe a deep breath into your heart, and then to, in your mind, just say like, Ishtar, please help me with this situation to honor my own boundaries, and help this person maybe to honor my boundaries or honor their own boundaries, see the value in honoring boundaries. Yeah, I think that will definitely help you with your situation. But thank you so much for being here and listening to all these messages. I feel like I have been speaking for so long, so I hope it wasn't too much rambling. I really hope that the messages were relevant for you and that you've received them well. I hope that you're doing well and that you are taking care of yourself and cleansing for the new moon. I hope you cleansing yourself. You can cleanse yourself with like having a salt bath, even just using water and like putting intention that, okay, this water will cleanse me. Even, you know, if you're taking a shower or bath, and then saying this water is cleansing my energy and my body and my mind, because you deserve cleansed, fresh energy. And yes, you deserve all the best. I really hope that you feel more confident in yourself and in the universe and the situation now from these messages. These are really beautiful messages, and I'm so grateful I got to do this reading, and I'm so grateful for everybody who is here and who is also receiving this energy. And yes, thank you for being here, and have a beautiful month. I hope may all your goals and manifestations come through to you at the perfect time. I know they will. I trust that they will, and you must also trust that they will. But yes, I'm sending you all the positive energies, though, that, yeah, that you are experiencing all the most beautiful things and learning through love and compassion. And yes, that you feel very confident in yourself and confident in all the experiences that you are having. But yes, thank you for being here, and I will see you again next time. Be safe.